Good. Looks like we're good. I am receiving levels. Alright. I'm going to finish the last call for Generations now. I'm very close to done. And I like to do the final stretches on streams often because it just motivates me to finish the bigger projects. So I'm going to add in some sound. I have a to-do list. Add sound effects because there's a few parts that don't have them yet. Re-record a line because I say the word.
What's up?
Howdy. Hi, Chris.
Hey, you streaming? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I can't talk about, I can't even think about edgy things to say.
Can't talk about the body.
Sure, yeah. Is that really edgy nowadays, though?
If we actually killed someone, it would be.
Listen, you don't need to know about our occult meetings at Too Many Games, all right?
Right.
That's really what we're doing. We don't actually hang out. We summon demons at Too Many Games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty accurate. I'm going from...
I'll continue.
I'm just going for my checklist real quick of what I have to do to finish this episode. We have to add sound effects. That's what I'm going to do first. I have to re-record a line because there's a line where I say it's the first fight in the series, and I accidentally said it's the first bite in the series. Oh. And whenever I hear something like that,
the bite of 91,
I get really fucking angry at myself whenever that happens. It's like I have to re-fucking record because you couldn't say a word right, you fucking idiot.
Same. That's me too.
Yeah. So we'll do that second. Then we have to do all of the Chris drawings for this episode.
What?
Because you're at the end, remember?
Oh, yeah, I am. Okay.
So we're gonna draw. I think I have to do like 4 or 5 of them, but most of them I just have to adjust the mouth and the arm. I only have to really draw you once. And then Spiny on his phone, because I did all the Spiny drawings, but I forgot the one where he's holding his phone out, which only got added because of fucking Sonic X Shadow Generations. I had to change the ending of the episode a little bit. I kind of wish this would have come out before that announcement, so it could be kind of like the Fang prediction, but...
you're too slow.
People are just going to have to take my word for it that I'm the reason this exists. Let's go to down. I uploaded a bunch of Sound Folly to Discord, and now I'm just going to download it. A lot of water added in today. Sparks
is it like the game? Is it like 2000s game development?
I suppose so. Look at the fucking water! Holy shit!
I feel like I make that joke a lot, but do you understand how fucking much that's how people treated like video games for a while?
There was weird water discourse just in general too, because there was that famous what was it, IGN review where they said too much water for Pokemon, like that was one of their critiques.
Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire, Omega Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah. I'm also talking about, like, developers were always like, and here's the water, look at it, it tells you how good the graphics are, and it's like, I guess.
We've really come far with water in video games.
It looked like Jello, and now it looks like moving Jello.
Oh, computer, why aren't you downloading the clips I told you to download? Why are you making my life worse?
You keep fighting with your computer.
It's doing stupid shit that isn't justified and someone deserves to be dead over.
I mean, to be fair here, you complain about your computer as much as I complain about my goddamn internet, so...
I guess I have to download one clip at a time or my computer's gonna freak the fuck out. It'd be fine if you would download the fucking footage quickly.
Yeah, I'll tell you this off screen.
Alright. I'm gonna share Premiere because that's what we're actually gonna start working in. Well, while I'm waiting for that to download, I might as well re-record the one line. Let me listen to the line again where I fucked up. I think I dragged it down. Did help me identify it? No, wait, that's not it.
The first bite in Sonic. Take the first bite in Sonic ever.
Yeah, there we go. Take the first bite in Sonic ever. Here's why that line makes sense. I did that on purpose. I just plugged in my microphone, so I don't know if that completely fucked the stream or not. No, it still says it's picking me up. Can I still hear Chris? Let's see.
Oh, I haven't said shit.
Okay, no, I was just wanting to check because plugging my mic can fuck everything up. But nope, the stream's still picking me up. You're still heard, so let me listen to the line one more time so I can try to time it right too and not have to re-edit this part.
Take the first bite in Sonic ever.
Take the first bite in Sonic ever. Take the first bite in Sonic ever. Alright. Take the first fight in Sonic ever. And now we're gonna do all of the fucking noise reduction to this not even 5 second clip. Because I need to sound consistent. I always do noise reduction and compression. Every single fucking line. So just to keep it consistent. We'll name this file fight. Most of this video is me pitching a fantasy Sonic Generations 2 rather than actually talking about the game. Actually, I think that's not true. About half of it is that, but the longer half is talking about the game. I just talked about a fantasy pitch for a very long time.
Hey, it's your show, man. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, it helps the episode stay. I like that.
Pitch.
It helps this episode stand out. There's that.
Take the first fight in Sonic ever.
Why is it so fucking loud now?
So here's my pitch. Take the first.
It wasn't. It was not. It was not that loud when I recorded it.
Take the first.
Okay, I'll try to lower it, like normalize it. Will that help?
Take the first fight in Sonic ever.
Okay, I'm gonna have to re-record that. Jesus. Be further away from the microphone this time. How's my gain? It's normal.
Can you turn it down a little bit without it, like, you know?
1 sec. Yeah. I'm just not gonna speak directly into the microphone this time. Take the first fight in Sonic ever.
Take the first fight in Sonic ever.
That sounds fine. Noise reduction. We're gonna save over it and give that other voice clip the death penalty.
You're on a killing spree lately. Are you okay?
I don't know.
It's been you wanted things to die like hardcore. Do you want to talk about it? Who hurt you?
My computer.
Well, see, that's the thing. You should probably kill your computer.
Okay, I should actually act on it, so
I'm not gonna say yes or no, because if it comes into court, I can't say that I heard you, so...
Take the first fight in Sonic ever and go wild with it. Here's my pitch. Take the first fight in Sonic ever and go wild with it.
It's not... I really don't want to have to adjust this clip, because then I have to adjust a bunch of stuff. Let's see if I can start it a little earlier.
Pitch. Take the first fight in Sonic ever and go wild with it.
That works. Wait, that works. I think that works.
So here's my pitch. Take the first fight in Sonic ever and go wild with it.
Yeah.
Oh. I want to play this part.
Point still sees Sonic as an enemy. I think you could do something really nice.
Shit, I might as well edit too. I might as well do something.
over have some build up to this rival fight. As for the final boss, well, we know there's only one option: the motherfucking egg conveyor. Honestly,
the egg conveyor is fucking epic.
Yeah, greatest shit.
It is still not done downloading this. It's just not gonna let me. It's fucking working against me.
What are you trying to download, my guy?
A fucking clip of me splashing water around. It's supposed to be my fucking sound effects, and it is stuck. It is fucking freezing every single time I try to down. It is a fucking small video clip. It shouldn't be a fucking problem. Do I need to upload the fucking clip to YouTube so I can download it off of that?
That's kind of dumb.
No fucking reason for it. There is no fucking reason. No, this is just what it wants to do today. Alright, get fucked. Discord, I'm not gonna continue to pay for a fucking service that's supposed to let me download bigger files if this is the fucking shit you're gonna do. Fucking worthless piece of shit.
Michael, have you ever thought about creating a better version of whatever you're upset about?
No, because I'm not good at that shit at all.
Well, I feel like you would be pretty good at it because you have valid points, and at least you can make, you should become a spokesperson, because at least I kind of go like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. You can start a revolution easily on your own.
You need a title for this video? Okay, how about fuck you? There we go. Is that unlisted, or is that going to be public?
It's public. Public. It's just you splashing water,
it's
but public.
It's unlisted. Alright. So, we'll upload that. I don't really fucking feel like switching to drawing yet. It's a horrible fucking background with Spiny there. The one with Clerky is a little better.
Olivia, do me a favor. Can you find the Secret of Mana collection? Put it in my Switch. I'm gonna have to play Secret of Mana for a couple minutes because I mentioned it, and so should we do the Super Nintendo one, or should I just do the fucking just do the Switch? It doesn't matter.
The world we live in, one wish at a time.
I know, it's crazy.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Fuck.
Do I have Final Fantasy 15? 16, sorry, 16.
We still have 16.
What was all with Noctis?
15.
Are you? Ooh.
Name drop.
Huh?
Did you name drop 15?
No, I don't know. We're about to find out.
16.
I didn't name a specific,
Sometimes wishes do come true.
Yo, I say a lot of stupid shit with my chest in this video, and if somebody gets mad at me, they can fight me. When I say a lot of stupid shit, it's not negative, it's speculative, but, it's reasonably speculative.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. It's not really
Just the battle mechanics. Well, no, when I say Olivia is that I say, Kingdom Hearts because of the action RPGs take on Final Fantasy and stuff.
Should we just put it where it's at?
You know what I mean? It is 16. 16 and 15 and 7
Would you look
all
at that?
changed.
I guess
because
sometimes
Kingdom
wishes
Hearts,
do come true, kind of. It's not really.
I know.
It's not really a sequel, but
I'm saying.
I legitimately everything in this video up to this point was written before that announcement. I think I might be Jesus.
No,
I'm not
no.
saying that for sure, but I did this with Fang. I bitched about Fang a lot too, and then that came true, and now I'm doing it for Generations, and that came true. It's possible. It's not guaranteed, but it's possible I'm Jesus. All right, what's next on the list? Brawl was the next playthrough.
Fuck me. Kingdom Hearts is a hard-ass game to describe
Mm-hmm.
because it is so much. It is I love Kingdom Hearts, I do, and that's one of my videos that I'm working on right now. Kingdom Hearts is so hard to describe in a simple way because there's too many fucking moving pieces that do not make sense, and I cannot describe it in the video time length that I have for myself or that I want to do, because I do not want to sit and talk about the Keyblades. I do not want to sit and talk about the origins of Sora. I do not want to sit and talk about where the fuck Mickey and Donald come from in the games. So it's like, I have to kind of, it's such a hard fucking video to ask if, to like, because, and my show isn't talking about the lore.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Sorry,
It's good to just, sometimes it's good to pick where you want to focus, but be like,
What?
You were playing Mario Galaxy last week.
Where am I?
John. Being a level, I had you quit. Do you
Just leave it alone then. What are you saying, Michael? I'm sorry.
no, you're good. Sometimes it's just good to pick an angle and make the angle clear, but be like
Oh, I know.
transparent.
Oh, I
Like, you know,
definitely
like, make it clear to the audience that, like, okay, I'm talking about this, and you might not be able to follow this if you're. It's not your
Oh, I know. I know.
newcomer comes to Kingdom Hearts video, you know.
I'm just kind of venting, really.
No, I
The
gotcha.
whole conversation wasn't even meant to be heard. This is all meant to be in my head.
Why did my mouse just stop? Oh yeah, it's because it's not. Okay, never mind. That's me being stupid.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, because, like, I guess now that I'm talking, I might as well finish it. It's just hard.
through, but I don't know if I really need to give that one a last call or not.
Hey, Spiny, aren't you forgetting something?
Chris, there's Chris's voice.
No.
Chris, hey, edited him with the mouse pad. Oh, you know what? I can unplug the microphone now. I'm not using it anymore. Alright. I don't know why I kept that going as long as I did. Make sure that, yep, it's still picking me up.
A last call on a certain game you skipped over a year ago?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it's the fucking angry expression.
Oh no. No.
Real talk, I love editing, and I love doing YouTube, but if you just heard me edit, because I go, oh god, I hate this, oh my god, why is it this way constantly, you would think I hate doing YouTube so much because of how much I complain during the editing process. I'm quiet because I'm on stream, but normally they'd be like, ugh, oh my god, you know. Why the fuck did you do that? Why would you do that? There's a
okay,
lot of
yeah,
which,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm
This didn't exist. I wish Chris didn't exist.
I'm here to stay, bitch. Get your Genesis set up.
Can I import that? Because I'm pretty certain I did.
Did it. I want to take a long break on doing these YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take a fucking long break because I can. It's not like anybody, you know, watches my shit.
It's not true.
Like I have the luxury to not like upload for a little bit.
Shit.
People are watching your videos. They've been doing better
I
and
mean, like
better.
I'm not bigger space of where like I'm getting paid to do it, so I feel comfortable being like I can stop.
Oh, that's true.
You know
I
what I
mean, it's not like you're relying on it for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I
I'd say
don't.
just do that. I mean, sometimes that's a good way to get like passionate again.
Oh, it's not that I'm not passionate. It's just I according and everyone else, I'm overdoing it just a bit.
Say that again.
So I'm overdoing it just a bit.
Hmm.
No.
I know my videos aren't like as art intensive as yours are, but like I have if I had the time, right? And if
I don't know
YouTube
that's
didn't
necessarily true.
well, if I had the time and if YouTube wasn't a bitch about like uploading frequently, because whenever I do that, no one watches my shit. So you know what I mean? Like if I could upload like 3 times a day, I would. But I guess I'm just tired. I I play these games and I have, like I said, I've talked to you about this. I have to beat them at least to a degree, and
Right.
I sit there questioning how the fuck does the completionist do this? Like he has to complete these games. There are so many times where I am so lucky that I could mission in a game and go, no, I don't need to.
I heard from him once, like it was a video. I think he was on Game Grumps when he said this. Is because Aaron kept kind of teasing him, saying like anytime he died at Sonic 3, he was like, "Why? I thought you were good at this." Why? Like, and then Gyrod would say like, people see me play games and they say, "Oh, I think you were good at. I thought you were good at this game," or something. He says, "I'm not really good at games. I just have a lot of patience." And I think that's what it is. I think
Yeah.
that he has a lot of patience, and patience can pay off. It normally means that you won't get tired of something as quick as a lot of people will. Because I mean, I could get more last call done than I do, but I do get like
No, yours are
tired of
really
it.
good though.
I appreciate it.
Like, see, the thing that's fun about your last calls is that I like I like how much time you put into them because they actually feel like something special. You know what I mean? Like,
I
there's
appreciate that.
there's something that I enjoy, and I think that you taking your time on them is better because you take an angle, and that's the greatest thing about it is that you take an angle outside of the game most of the time. So, like for instance, in this one, you're pitching it, and the last one, oh my god, let me look at your videos. I'm so sorry.
In the last one we didn't review, we reviewed it for like 1 minute, and the rest of the
Yeah,
video.
is it Schoolhouse?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Like, but still, it's still a fun angle though.
Hello.
I mean, I like the episode. I like the episodes to feel like a TV show where the character's main quirk is he's obsessed with Sonic.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I feel the thing that really sucks though is that I also feel like I'm making my show because I want to see a show like my show, but I don't feel like I'm the person to do it because I am too much of a game apologist. There's a lot of times where I let shit slide that I don't know. I feel like I'm not the person that I want to do the show, but I'm the only person doing it, so
I feel like at the same time though, you're like offering something that some would be like someone's version of the show that they want, because if I think one thing that a lot of people have had enough of, and that's not to say there isn't an audience for it still, there absolutely is, but I think a lot of people have gotten very tired of the armchair critic. They're tired of the people want something more objective, or they want something more understanding of the art. It's not to, again, it's not to say that the get the angry reviewer or the more critical review is dead, because it certainly isn't. There's still a lot of that. There's probably still more of that, but there is now an audience opening up for stuff like what you do on your show. And I mean, I try to make Spiny like that sometimes, but sometimes I have to cave in sometimes. And I will say in the Generations episode, this if this one gets enough views, this might be the first one that gets backlash. Because as much as I like this game, there's parts of it that I go off on.
hey, real talk, I understand because that's well, the thing is, I might be a game apologist, but I've had the fortunate I've been lucky to not upload any of my videos that have had negative what's the word I'm looking for? I've been lucky to talk about games that I feel are positive, right? You
Right.
know, I have not delved into. I have delved into a negative game. It's just I was too late to release it. But I feel like in my take is that for a game to not hold up, it has to like not hold up to today's standards, which sounds crazy, but today's standards are so wild, right? Because we have so many indie games that embody these older ones. So it's hard for a game to not hold up, but there are some that just don't because there's sensibilities of the past that just don't work. And I have not come across a game like that. I think the closest time I've said anything close to that is Mario 64, and even then I still gave it its flowers. So
Right. So forgive me
and
for
don't get
this.
me wrong. What?
Forgive me for this part of the stream because I really need to listen,
Let me go do something else real quick.
and we'll resume this conversation once I'm to draw on. Did a lot of splash and sound effects just so it doesn't sound like it's looping, even though it probably will sound like it's looping at a point. Oh man, I hate how slow this is moving right now. I don't understand why it's moving slow. Alright, that should be good for now. Let's turn those all down a little bit so it's not too loud. Forgot to keep chat open. Granted, I have a feeling no one's in chat right now. We'll see. Yeah. It's a dead chat. -7 on all of them. I think that'll probably sound good then. That works. I think so, at least. It'll kind of be a loop, but it's kind of a messy loop, so maybe it won't sound. Can you actually listen to me and go down like I'm telling you to?
No.
Oh, you skipped into the middle of the timeline for
Yep.
no fucking reason. Awesome.
You know, I feel that. You sound like me.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's try this now.
Tony?
I'm gonna just copy random parts of it now, too, so it's not too much like a loop.
Tony?
We'll grab the first 3 again. Insert them there.
Tony!
Yo,
Are you using your own made water sounds, or did you like?
Yeah, some of these are sounds I found online, and then I couldn't. Some of them just didn't sound the way I wanted, so I did like record my own sounds. That's what I was trying to
That's-
download this whole time.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, that's what I did in college. We learned how to do like. I mean, you don't really have to learn how to do sound effects. It's just like we did like assignments where we had to like take a video where everything like they would give us videos that were completely muted, no dialogue, no background noise, no music, no nothing, and you had to like do it all yourself. And it's kind of a fun process actually. I'd say like it makes the editing process is nice too because it's normally when the video is almost done, so it's kind of like a relaxing way to end it. Because you normally won't add in the sound effects until a lot of the other work is done. I mean, I say that, but everyone has their own way of doing things.
Tony? Tony!
Yo,
What are you doing?
I'm grabbing
So
all
is
these.
it a running fountain or no?
It is a running fountain, but I don't really like the way I did it. But I also kind of just compromised and said I'm done. Like, yeah, I eventually I have to put my foot down. But if you look at the fountain, you will see that it's moving, and there is a water fountain sound effect going on throughout it. It's pretty low, though.
Tony,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I was gonna say you should put a water
Grabbing all
fountain.
these coins, man.
Why?
I'm trying to undo it.
I think if you're wearing headphones, you'll hear it. If you're not, you won't. But maybe I should turn it
I'm
up.
wearing
Then.
headphones. I
But
can't.
everyone's wishes.
Well, I'm not. The thing is, you're also pausing it, so that's probably why I can't hear it.
Dude, what if one of them was about me?
I can hear it. Okay.
It's not too quiet, actually.
No, it isn't.
I also like that just doing different characters in these episodes. Like, don't do that to me. Fuck off. The like I like having Tony as a character for this one since he hasn't been in the last call yet. I think this will be your first last call episode too. Because you've been in the videos. I don't know if you've ever been in the last call before. Maybe you have. No. I'm trying to think. Matt has a couple of times. Mitzi hasn't yet, although I have a role for Mitzi in a couple of episodes planned. You guys have definitely appeared on the Spiny Norman show before, but just not last call specifically.
Do you think we even need to bother with the pennies?
A majority of these are pennies. I'm not taking any chances.
Alright, that works. I think I'm gonna rewatch that part.
Tony? Tony,
Yo,
what are you doing?
I'm grabbing all these coins, man.
Why?
I'm trying to undo everyone's wishes.
Why?
Dude, what if one of them was about me?
Do you think we even need to bother with the pennies?
Dude, a majority of these are pennies. I'm not taking any chances.
So many pop sounds coming off of Tony's mic. We'll have to work on that. I'm gonna give him some lessons when he's when he's visiting.
We have a real opportunity here.
And I have one more sound effect.
I mean, also the thing is, it's not like Tony does this like we do.
Not entirely true, actually.
Oh, do they?
So YouTube video wise, he more so likes to join people than do his own stuff. He has done his own stuff in the past, but he never did it consistently.
Okay, never mind. I just thought that it was, you got a family member to.
Right. No,
Yeah.
Tony's like the one I'll always contact because he likes this stuff too. So he but he you're right, he doesn't do the YouTube stuff that much. He does music and he's like trying to learn how to do it digitally now.
Okay.
He's been using some audio programs. He makes beats. I got him a microphone so he could start recording with that.
And that's what I get for not asking. I'm sorry.
What's up?
I said, and that's what I get for not asking. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. There's no reason for you to assume that. If Tony ever like releases something, I'll share the hell out of it. He's a creative guy. I like recording with him. He makes me laugh a lot. But he just needs to put something over his microphone, I think. This is me publicly criticizing my cousin. No, it's fine though. Because my audio fucks up all the time. We've been having so many issues with the live streams.
Oh shit! I mean, Silent Hill's fucked up. I fuck up all the time.
Audio is
On
a
audio, it
weakness.
happens.
Audio is a weakness of mine. I know some notes to make it better, but if a professional listened to my work, the first thing they do would be criticize the audio. Yeah, that's clearly not it either.
I actually like messing with audio. I just don't do it. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, if YouTube ever became a job or something similar to it, I would put more effort into audio. But audio is like a second job. Like audio is a second job. I think that's something I will say that I do hate about editing stuff like this, right? Is that people expect me to do more, like they expect me to be a whole ass team whenever they ask you to edit something. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. But, you know, maybe hire other people too. You know, like you can't expect me to be like 100%. Like if you want me to do sound design, you know, let me know. Just don't expect it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know some YouTubers who do have really, really good sound design. Like they put so much effort into it. There are also the YouTubers that take forever to release because they do put that much time into it, and I respect it. It's kind of one of those things though where it's like a compromise thing. I could take more time to make my audio sound better, but at the end of the day, the time it would take to make it like exactly the way these other guys are making it would add so much time to the process, and I don't know if the payoff is worth that extra time for me. At least right now. I don't think
it is right now for me. Or
yeah.
you can do whatever you want. Your video's already great, but me,
I think we're both like our content is both like for both of us is kind of where it needs to be right now. I think as people we need to continue growing our work no matter what, and that doesn't even mean like growing in quality because that's always going to be subjective. But I just mean like changing it up. Don't be stuck with the exact same. I don't want to even call it the exact same style forever. I want to say like the exact same process forever. Like you should pick up on different stuff, whether it be something that makes like sound, audio better or visuals better, or if it's just something to change it up that makes you enjoy doing it more.
Yeah. Can I tell you something that is off stream because I want to keep it a surprise, but I'll tell you off stream, but I'll tell you it here. One of the things that I've noticed is that a lot of my guests are out of state, right?
Right.
So I'm with Stuart. I want to do something different because Stuart doesn't like being on camera at all.
Yeah.
So, me and Olivia are making something, and I'll tell you what it is. You could probably guess, but we're making something that is not, that is not just a drawing. And same thing with Olivia's episodes. Whenever Olivia does a crossover, we wanted to do something different because she doesn't want to be on camera either. Like she's fine with being on camera, but is on our channel she does not. Like other channels, whatever, she's fine. But on ours, she likes to keep with the chibi, so we want to do something different because it's gonna get kind of boring to do stuff. I'll talk to you more about it off stream, but
I was gonna say I understand where Olivia's coming from with that because even with Spiny Norman, I like showing myself physically a lot less. But it's not because I don't want to be on camera; it's because I like the idea of Spiny kind of being my portrayal on this channel, and if I continue showing myself too often, that kind of takes that away.
And if I'm going to be honest with you, I understand why Stuart doesn't want to be on. You know, and even if I don't understand, it doesn't matter. I appreciate. Right. But Stuart asked me to do a crossover recently, and I'm like, I want to do something special with it. I'm no offense to Spiny being drawn in our art style, but that's new, right? Like that's why I don't doing Spiny in our art style because that's not what's on your channel, right? Your channel doesn't look anything like how we draw him. But, you know, I don't think us drawing a Jack would be enough, and I don't think it would be fun enough. So we want to go a little above and beyond, and that's kind of what I want to do from crossovers from now on is try to make them a little different. Not that we're going to change. I mean, we're going to change it up in Spiny. You know, something's going to change eventually. But, I want my crossovers to actually kind of mean something, and if I have to put a little more effort into them, why the fuck not? Because it's either we draw something completely new and that takes time, or we do something completely interesting and fun, you know. So,
Nah, I hear you. Real quick, let me just finish putting these last few sounds in, and because I'm almost done with that, and then I'm gonna get to drawing, and then I can just shoot the shit uninterrupted. Because I don't need audio. I don't need it to listen to any audio for that until I put the drones in the episode. That will quite literally be the final step of the process.
Fuck.
Why'd you say fuck? Was it because F6 was on the screen?
No, because I'm editing.
I was joshing.
I lost my place.
So in my pitch for Generations 2, I give a bunch of rival suggestions. Because you know how like Generations 1 has Shadow, Metal, and Silver.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what I'm gonna play a clip for you real quick.
Silver's here, and now we're fighting. Yeah.
Tell me what you think of my final rival boss idea. Okay. Can you see my
Okay, go for
screen?
it. No, I can.
All right, I'm gonna play the clip for you. And I think it's a pretty solid idea. All right.
No.
Up to this point in the video, we've already had Infinite, Blaze, Knuckles, and Fang suggested as rivals. This is the final rival of Generations 2.
For our final rival, it's kind of hard to pick anyone at this point. Metal Sonic was the rival in the last game, and in this specific pitch, we've already included him twice. Knuckles we used for the Dreamcast era. Tails. It's time to put that little fucker in his place. Beat the shit out of him. Kick that little burden into the ground. Okay, we're changing the pitch here.
Alright.
That was cute.
Beat the fucking shit. I love calling Tails a bird, and I love that running bit.
Yeah, I also wonder why the Dreamcast era for Knuckles.
I actually changed it. Spoiler, I changed that during the pitch. I leave the old idea in, but suggest something different at the end. Like, oh wait, this is a better idea.
Okay, because I only asked because like Knuckles was kind of more of the Genesis era.
You'll hear it in the video, and I think it makes sense at the end. Yeah. It pasted it exactly where I didn't want it to paste.
I also think something I'm gonna also keep in my videos is my personal thoughts on games.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you more about that later. Fuck? Okay.
I wish 3D Blast didn't exist. I wish Chris didn't exist.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not true.
Well, Spidey probably doesn't want me to exist. Weird times.
Let's see here.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Can I vent for a sec? You don't even have to listen to me. It's just... Okay, so one of the things I do in my videos is I talk and I don't fucking think.
Right.
So I have to catch myself, right? I have to put shit in the video that I talk about because I don't know if people know what I'm talking about sometimes.
And then you feel like
I
you have to
hate
show a
that shit.
clip.
Yeah, I have to show a clip, and it's like, and it has nothing to do with the fucking video game I'm talking about, and I've done that a few times. AM2R, I've done that. I actually edited out Ratchet and Clank's because Ratchet and Clank have a musical similarity. They use the same sample that CD uses, and I started editing that, and I'm like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I did that so many times to myself in this video. Because I'm talking about so many other games, so I'd be this was one of the most frustrating videos to edit, because I'd be editing, I'd feel like, oh, I got all my footage gathered together, we're ready to go, and then like every 5 seconds I'd bring up a different game that I didn't have footage from. Alright, gotta find this now. Alright, gotta find this now. So I need a shot of Spiny reacting to his phone vibrating.
Ew. Cause see, I have to find a commercial.
Fun. Commercial do you have to find?
Sorry, what'd you say?
So what commercial do you have to find?
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh boy.
Released back in 2000 fucking... So that's a pain in the ass. Because I need to find at least a good quality of it. And it's a very specific commercial, too. Hello? Oh,
Hi.
that's cool. God bless America. Oh, and also, my YouTube converter that I use is like a bitch lately. I use a different one than the one you sent me, but like...
The one I sent you might not even be valid anymore because I have to switch it every once in a while because they keep getting like taken down or getting restrictions.
Look, just let me download videos off of fucking YouTube. I don't... Like, I get music videos. No, I don't even get music videos because I'm not like, the stupid shit I complain about.
No, I get fucking YouTube converters when they become shit. It makes me angry and I feel betrayed. How dare you not work anymore? I'm trying to steal. Why can't I steal anymore?
Sure.
When do you when do you want to watch Tome?
Whatever.
And are you sure you're committed to that?
No, but I'll do it anyways.
I think it's a. Have you ever watched it before? I
No.
feel like you haven't. It's enjoyable. Like I said, my gray area with it is something I want to talk about with Olivia. 'Cause the only reason I haven't made a video on it yet is because I have mixed feelings on the creator.
Michael, real talk. We watched the Super Mario, and I would never do that again. So I'll probably watch the Tome.
Tome would be a lot quicker than Stupid Mario Brothers. Like it's hours long, but altogether. But it's kind of weird though because now there's multiple ways to watch it because there's the original series. But he recently did this movie version of it where he combined the whole series and he combined all of the shows into all the episodes into 3 movies. And he added extra scenes and changed the ending. And the new endings, yeah, no, but the new endings aren't good. I like the new ending. I like the old ending too.
So I'm saying this as a joke because you get it, but I'm also saying this as like that's what I'm going to start calling like stuff an ending now, or alter itself is they yeeked it.
They yeeked it.
Yeah, because
you did adjusted stuff for sure.
Yeah, they yeeked it. They yeeked all over the place.
Honest to God, story-wise, they didn't change a lot. They did change some stuff though.
Can I say something that has nothing to do with yeek? Not yeek. I don't know why I keep comparing them. They have nothing to do with each other.
It's just Herbifer.
Okay, well, that's what I mean. They have like almost nothing to do with each other. Have you ever seen Llamas with Hats?
Yes, I love that.
Like, yeah, that guy went through something, man.
Did he? Did he lose his mind or?
No, it's just you could tell that he was kind of depressed a little bit with like the ending of Llamas with Hats and Charlie the Unicorn.
Charlie the Unicorn, I never saw the ending because I didn't. I'll be honest, and this is kind of a hot take because this was one of the most. It was like one of the most beloved cartoons on the internet. I did not like Charlie the Llama, the Unicorn.
Charlie the Llama.
The Unicorn. I did not. I didn't like despise it or anything, but like when I watched all Film Cow's animations, that was the one that I liked the least, and it was easily the most popular. But I loved like the Marshmallow People. I loved the Llamas with Hats. I loved a lot of the shorts.
Stockholm Syndrome, my guy. That's why I like it.
I mean, you're not the weird one for liking it. I'm the weird one for not liking it. because it was people in like school would reference Charlie the Unicorn. They didn't like none of his other stuff got much acknowledgement, in like the public eye. That was more like obscure internet shit.
Llamas with Hats got it, but like
It got popular.
not
Llamas
much.
with Hats. Llamas with Hats was popular. It was probably the second most popular thing they made, but it like didn't like have like it wasn't like the same cultural icon that Charlie the Unicorn was. Like that was like one of the biggest web cartoons ever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think that Charlie the Unicorn has a bit more going for it than this other one, but like that and Badgers were. I didn't even say the thing yet. Badgers was another one that was just like fucking huge, or Narwhals.
Oh,
Or
Mr.
Tobuscus's awful fucking Nugget and a Biscuit song.
Can I be real with you for a minute? Like, I talk about something else, but I'm gonna be fat for like 10 seconds. So I think the thing with me and the internet culture is I like things ironically.
Mm.
So like Charlie and the Unicorn, I liked, but I liked it out of I knew it was annoying, and that's why I liked it.
I can understand that.
Like it's not that it was quality, it's just I knew that it would annoy certain people, so I quoted it and enjoyed it for that exact reason.
That's why I liked the member berries in South Park. Because I knew it annoyed people, and especially annoyed my brother. So I would like spam it a lot.
But Nugget and a Biscuit's one of those things that's funny because like my ass got curious one day, so I actually like ordered a fucking thing of McNuggets and made biscuits, and I tried it, and it was just like, yeah, why the fuck was this a song outside of it being fucking annoying?
Tobuscus relied on random humor a
What?
I think
lot.
it's a very KFC specific.
Well, KFC biscuits are dry as hell though, so no, it can't be, and they only did nuggets recently.
I always just thought it was a KFC thing.
No.
No, most of Tobuscus's humor was like lol random.
Oh.
Me and my sister used to really like his videos. We would sing a lot of the songs. The fucking even with that, I didn't like Nugget.
Diamond Sword and shit.
But I loved the Diamond Sword song. I loved the Sideburn song. The only song that he ever really did that actually had like a punchline though, that wasn't just random shit, was the dramatic song where the whole song was him trying to convince you to send this to like a foreign relative because it'll sound really dramatic to them if they don't speak English. And that was like, even to this day, I think that's a funny idea. Like I will say like, yeah, that one, it's still like, don't get me wrong, it's still a Tobuscus video. It's still a little obnoxious, but it's a funny setup. Like it's a good idea for a video. Where I look back at the Sideburn song and it's like, I get why I liked this, but there's not really a joke here. It's just singing about whatever random stuff he comes up with.
Yeah, you ready for me to get like irrationally mad at something that's like almost over a decade years old?
Go for it.
I hate, and you can tell me I'm wrong, I absolutely hated singing trailers. Where he sung the trailers of movies or games. It was him describing it. I hated that.
I skipped those. I thought those sucked too. I'm with you.
Oh no, my girlfriend at the time loved them, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, I was not a fan of that either. I also didn't like his like stupid attempt at being Ray William Johnson with like it was like funny cute fail, I think. So I don't know.
And I love the fact that William Johnson is back. I cannot watch his videos because they fucking depress me.
Why? Just because it's like such a step backwards, or?
No, it's because they're like, this person killed this person, so blah blah blah. It's like a story of murder, and I'm like, I don't need that in my life.
Why are you happy that Ray William Johnson is back then?
It's just nice to see old YouTubers be able to do something new.
Alright.
I'm happy for the person, not for the content.
Gotcha.
It's like the same thing with Anthony coming back. I'm happy that he's back. Honestly, I've
Happier
not
to
watched.
see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Smosh's anything. Like, if Richie comes back and does another show, hell, even if he does Stupid Mario, I will not probably watch it unless, like, you tell me to watch an episode. But, it's happy that he's back and doing what he wanted to do, or doing something, you know?
Yeah.
The fact that's the coolest thing about YouTube is, unlike many other jobs, you can just come back to it and do something, like, completely different.
Yeah, like I'll say this with Richie, if he does another show or brings Stupid Mario Brothers back, I'll watch it out of morbid curiosity. The YouTube shorts they're doing where Mario Brothers are the Godfather, I watched one of them. They made a couple of sense. That's just like I really don't care. Like even with my Rich Alvarez like obsession, you could call it. It's like, man, I guess I'm not obsessed because I have zero desire to watch that.
I loved their short, like their whole kind of short with the owl. If they made a whole show
Yeah.
about that,
That was
I would
funny.
have loved it. Yeah, like you
It
can
was a
just
good
bring
video.
those characters back and continue to make stupid, like overly interrogated shit, and that would be funny. I mean, it would get old, but like it's just nice to see older YouTubers do something different and come back, and do
Right.
better. Because honestly, I think. Like, I think the thing that's really funny is, me and you are one of those, technically. Like, we're not successful, but we're not doing what we started.
Yeah.
I mean, you're successful. You're way more successful than I am.
Not really.
Your Howard videos are cool.
Thank you. No, your channel's like really starting to grow though. I mean, you're in the grand scheme of things, would you say like a channel with 50,000 subscribers is much different than a channel with 49,000 subscribers? Because that's kind of the difference between me and you right now. Your channel's growing, you're getting more subscribers, you're getting more views. So I'm not that far ahead of you.
Yeah, it's just I like your quality better than mine, and it's not that my videos, and it's not that I'm not proud of them. It's just you have a talent that I do not, so I envy.
I envy what you and Olivia do as well. I do.
So it's just, and I'm not saying, and I'm actually very happy that I'm not doing what I used to do. I don't think I could have. Honestly, I can't. I think I'm one of the unfortunate YouTubers that just could not have done what they started. Would have to quit because the person that I started the original channel with is no longer with us.
No, I got
And
you.
it never. I just. We also were trying to branch out and do other things. We wanted to make or he passed. We didn't, but we wanted to make a movie. We were kind of done with Stupid Smash Bros. A while ago, and
Right. No, I
talked to you
know.
about this, I think. So
Yeah. I was gonna say, sorry if it's like ever sounds like I'm like kind of like dismissing you when I say stuff like that. It's just I don't wanna I think I genuinely like what you and Olivia are working on, both like
it's not dismissing.
both like
it's
your
just,
videos and like projects that you send me that you guys like. Olivia shared drawings from like stories you guys are working on and
Yeah.
all of that, and I think that you're a very good writer, and I think Olivia is a very good artist. Not to say that Olivia can't be a good writer too, just that's definitely what I know both of you the most for is Olivia's like really good illustration work and your solid storytelling, because me and you write stories together. None of that has really hit the light of day yet, unfortunately, but it's happened a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we have a drawing. We're going to be working on it today, so you might see the character that we said we would draw. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
Sid.
Hell yeah. I wanna start prioritizing that soon.
To be fair here, it's very different than other characters, so I can see why you wouldn't want it. But we wanted to tell the character's older, so we wanted to tell the story through their design more than you know what I mean? They're a little more complicated characters, and that's because we wanted to that they've lived. So
Yeah. No, I hear you. Sounds good. I need to get to Nelman soon. I think that's gonna be what like keeps this stuff interesting for me, because I will say, loving the Spiny Norman channel, loving working on it. I'd say the skit is the first time it's kind of like, okay, I'm kind of just into the notions now. Like I've done a lot of these now, so now it's like it's just kind of more of the same. Not that I won't keep doing it. I do want to keep doing it. It's just like, all right, I need to throw in some new stuff.
I'm happy with where I'm at as YouTube because I'm able to branch out a lot because I don't do specifically one thing. I'm very Halo is my happy point because I was so scared that Halo wouldn't work at all. And Halo, I thought Halo would only get like 10 views, right?
No, it did well.
I'm
Yeah, it
happy
did
with
really
where
well.
Halo. I'm happy with where Ratchet and Clank is because I don't know how many people give a shit about that game.
It's it's a beloved older platformer. It's kind of like in the I'd say it's probably like in the same tier as like your Jack and Daxter's and Sly Cooper's, rather than like it's not it's not quite Crash or Sonic, but it's still a beloved platformer from the past.
Yeah, I'm next. Obviously, I think as I said in my video for Ratchet and Clank, the next one is Jack and Daxter. That's not my next video. My next video is Gears of War for no one that listens in the future or cares. Because me and you don't have overlap, and I think that's kind of funny.
You know that kind of shitty
What?
crossover game between Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, and Sly Cooper, where it was like It was an interesting idea, but then it's nothing but a bunch of stupid mini games.
They made a game?
Yeah, do you not remember that?
I don't. Send me like. To be fair here, I've also never played Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper was fun.
I'm going to play it. It's on the list of this year. Plus, I want to get into some weird ass video games. With Olivia's permission, I'm actually going to, after I need to beat a game, and then I'm going to do a Let's Play for Couch Co-op, because it's a game I really want to share with you guys. Like, really, really want to share with you. It's so stupid.
Alright.
I love it. I love it so much.
You and your world will be.
Alright, I said it.
That's why I've never heard of it.
This PlayStation move.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's great. You know what I need to do this year? Too many games. I need to buy a PlayStation Move. And I also need to buy. Oh my God, Ratchet. What? I don't like their faces on the box art. Dude, hold on. These guys are trying to riz you up on the box.
They are. Except Daxter, he's gonna kill you.
Well, I'm talking about like the top half. Daxter and Clank are gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, they are.
Oh boy. I also need to get a working Kinect because I want to do the Sonic Riders games, which Sonic Riders is also a lot more expensive than I want to put the money into because the rule of it is that I have to own the game, at least in some way, to play it or review it. And I don't have Sonic Riders. I don't think I do. Do we have that one? Yeah. GameCube or PS2. I don't think we have a Sonic game on the PS2 shelf.
I don't think
Sonic has graced our PS2 collection.
did Sonic ever have a PS2? I guess Sonic Riders was a PS2 game.
If we didn't, we had it for a brief moment.
Like Sonic Heroes, Sonic Riders, Sonic Unleashed. I need Sonic Unleashed too, or at least the Wii.
Okay, we don't have Sonic. I
Hey,
think we.
fucking call me Sonic, because I am faster than Steve.
Fuck, bro.
Blue fucking hedgehog Sonic with incredible speed. I need to make the glasses bigger. They call me Sonic because I fucking murder people.
If
So
Sonic
does
could do a
Sonic.
crossover with not Mario, but any game character, it could even be a joke. What one would you like to see?
Bubsy and Forces.
Fucking I hate you.
For real this time.
I hate you. I was gonna actually say Sonic because I think that'd be funny as fuck.
You're gonna say who?
Sonic and Bubsy, like legit.
Who would be a good character for him to cross over with?
Sonic and the Raving Rabbits.
You think Mario would still be friends with the rabbits if they did that? I don't know. I'm trying to think of who. I mean, Mario is kind of like the ideal character for him to cross over with, but
You know, okay, hear me out. Sell me on it. How would you make a Mario and Sonic game? I'm not saying that's a challenge. I just want to know, like, because I know people. Everyone says it, and I can't wrap my head around it. So I want to hear where it comes from. Not once again, I'm not trying to shit on you. I want to know. You know,
I think it's
'cause
just like
it sounds like I'm being an antagonist. I'm sorry.
I think it's less to do with the fact that it makes sense in terms of gameplay, and it's just because of how, like, in terms of like platform and mascots, these are the two big boys.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the ink.
I think if you could do a crossover, like just do like a single game in Unity with one another, where it was Sonic, Mario, and Crash Bandicoot, it would just be a nice stealing game, you know, like all the companies came together
I
and
would
said
prefer
fuck
Spyro.
and said fuck you to Microsoft.
Yeah, they
Was
don't need
my-
to say fuck you. They don't really need to say fuck you to Microsoft. Microsoft's kind of on fire right now.
And that's what they need to do. They need to punch a man while he's down.
Punch Master, the villain's Master Chief, but like not legally Master Chief.
It's Eggman wearing a Master Chief costume.
This is my power armor.
I think Dr. Eggman and Dr.
My
Cortez
Trojan.
would be a funny
Yeah,
duo.
his Trojan armor. Trojan Mark V.
No, not the eraser. I need the pen tool.
His AI companion. What is his daughter's name?
Who?
Eggman's daughter, the robot.
Oh.
Sage.
Yeah, see there, Olivia. It could just be like Eggman in a Master Chief costume with Sage instead of Cortana.
Sorry, I didn't know it was Eggman in a Master Chief costume.
It's
Can you get me 2 Sour Hearts?
Yeah.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day, my dude.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I get to go to someone's Valentine's Day dinner tonight. Just
That's
because
awesome.
they did their personal one yesterday, and now my mom's going with them, so they invited me to go to. It's like, all right, I'll go.
See, the problem is that I would do something for Valentine's, but I had a child 3 days after, so it's hard to hold the money.
No, I hear ya.
A parent that spoils the shit out of my child.
Hey. That's all good.
Give me chocolate. Can I get some? Yeah. I'm tempted to draw the actual, like, regular Amy costume, but I don't want to put myself in that.
You don't want to make yourself wear that costume.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I don't want to put myself in that.
You prefer modern Amy or classic Amy in terms of a design? I like them
That's a
both,
hard
but
one.
and I have a preference, but I do like both of them. I think both of them work. I prefer modern just because I think that it's a little bit more visually distinct
from Sonic, but I do really like the original design. It's a very cute design, but I kind of like the updates they made to Amy. I think it worked out really well. Even though she doesn't look like a hedgehog anymore.
I think I like the classic design a little better. But that's only because it's the exact opposite reason. I like that she looks like a hedgehog in the world of where Shadow does kind of look like Sonic, but he looks like Sonic a little bit. And
He looks like what?
He looks Super Sonic a little bit.
Yeah,
You know,
the spikes
Shadow's
going
design,
up.
and I think that that's on purpose to kind of tell you that he's like in tune with the Chaos Emeralds or whatever, or something, or he's powerful. I think that that's what it's meant to be, a visual, like immediate visual understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
But I kind of just prefer the Amy one. I think if Amy changed her costume every other generation, I think it would be fine, because I think that's kind of the fun with a character like Amy, is you could change it up each time and have it still be valid. It's not that her new design's bad. I absolutely enjoy it. Just it looks like something that shouldn't be forever. You know what I mean? It looks like something that should be changed. Not because it's bad. It's just that just seems to be Amy's character, is to be aware of the times, and the fact that it stays that way is good for modeling, of course, because you can't keep changing. It's expensive, but I think every generation they should have changed her, because that costume kind of even feels like it's of the time, if you know anything about fashion trends.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they should consider it eventually, because it's kind of like it was a really big risk with the jump from Adventure 1 from the classic era, but it worked, taking risks helps the series out a lot.
I mean, the thing about it though is that the costumes make sense because of like that was the time, right? Classic Amy her costume is based off of the time she came around. Modern Amy was based around that time, and then they just said, nope, we're done. Which is fine, it's hard, it's hard to change the model all the time, it can get annoying.
What color should your eyes be?
Brown.
Brown. Okay. Because I've done like a bright orange before.
That works too.
Using a comic strip as a reference here. I need to make the hair a little lighter because it's going to blend in with the eyebrows. I'll either do like a dark blue or lighter black, kind of close to gray for hair, just to kind of... If you go like really dark black hair, it's just not going to blend in well with the drawing. And what color should the glasses be?
Glasses are black. They're black with pink arms, but black. That's what we do with it.
Oh, why did it do that? Just refused to color in little parts. Very random parts, might I add. It should be a different shade than the...
Okay, hey, you might be able to answer this question, and I think I've asked you this before. I might make a video on it. Do you remember a Sonic website that it played music in the background, and it also had a timeline of Sonic games?
Not that specifically, but I would not be surprised if I was on it, because I did go on a lot of Sonic websites when I was a kid.
Okay, because it was connected to Sega. You could go immediately to Sega, and you can go immediately to that website. And I can't fucking find it, because I'm not smart enough to, piece together the era.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I did know.
Damn it! If when I find it, I'm making a video on it.
Hell yeah! I remember there's weird Sonic stuff I saw when I was a kid that I to this day try to
typing keywords for it to pop up. I don't. The thing that sucks is I don't. It's one of those things where I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah,
That's
the
very
thing is,
frustrating.
well, the thing that sucks is that like also the world isn't right. So when I looked that up, they're like, "Oh, this sounds like another website in Europe," and I'm like, "I was not from Europe, so."
Right. Worth looking at because they might be similar websites still.
It might be, but you know what I mean. And then another thing that sucks is that I was a kid, so my memory is foggy as hell. So, like, of course, I can't say that I remember it perfectly.
Right. Yeah, no, it can be very frustrating trying to find something you grew up with.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sharing these things called Living Books with Milo right now, thanks to the Internet Archive.
Yeah.
And that's so cool to have these, like, games that I used to play, you know, when I was a kid and share that with him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think another thing, too, is, like, it is good to preserve these things. At the same time, I will say, some people are, like, obsessive with it now, where they say we gotta have everything. We have to have everything in an archive. And I understand why, and I think it's good, because it's, like, it does prevent more stuff from getting lost. But I think you lose... I don't know, I feel like if you had access to everything in your memory... I don't know, wouldn't that kill some of the magic of it? Wouldn't it, one, kill the magic of rediscovering something that you thought was gone forever, but also wouldn't it... Sometimes isn't it, like... I get that it's frustrating when you want to see it again. Is it sometimes something's best left as a memory, though?
I feel like it depends. If you're somebody that's really obsessed with it, go for it and try to find it, but... You know.
I think there's nothing wrong with finding it, but sometimes you can't. You know, that's the outcome with some of them. But I think that's okay, because I think that's kind of the joy of it, is if you could just find everything right away. I don't know. I feel like I love finding some. My grandpa had this thing posted in his garage. It was just this thing on his wall that said, "Those with a clean work environment will never know the joy of finding something they thought was lost forever."
Yeah.
And that phrase always stuck with me, because it's like, I do think that there is something so fun about that. But if everything was just like, if you could think of something in your head and immediately spot it, I don't know. I understand why that's more convenient. I'm sure there's people who would say, "Nah, fuck that. That is what I want." But it's like, I think that there's just something so enjoyable about rediscovering old shit.
I feel like that's the thing, is that having an Internet Archive doesn't allow you to find it immediately.
Oh yeah, and I don't. This isn't like saying get rid of the Internet Archive. Just to be clear, like I think that it's like I think all that's good. I love that there's people looking for lost media, and I would encourage the search. It's just that it's okay if something gets lost. It's not a tragedy, you know.
It depends on what it is, but yeah.
I agree with that too. There's some things that if I lost, I'd be pretty devastated.
I think the argument for me is that if you can preserve it, do it. But if you can't, don't beat yourself up about it.
Don't be. I also just don't be obsessive with every little thing, you know.
Well, I think the thing that's cool is that here for it, right? When people are obsessive about gaming, my argument is 90% of it is physical. Okay. So you will always be able to find it. As long as there's not some asshole scalping it, you will always be able to find a physical game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to preserve everyone. Like, for instance, I know you like video games, but are you really gonna play an MS-DOS game, a fucking Amiga game?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just being difficult for the hell of it at this point.
Well, like, about that is, you know, I've had somebody that was difficult, and I'm like, okay, cool, fine. Vectrex, and they're like, "Yep," and I'm like, "Have you played it? Have you ever seen a Vectrex?" Nope. And I'm like, "Oh, that's exactly my point. I could tell you what's a Vectrex game, and you would never fucking know, right?" Like, you can be difficult, and that's fair, but the argument is there's a point where if you don't know about it, does it matter? Like, do we need every Amiga game, every old computer game to be, you know, even unsuccessful games, do we need those? The answer is no. We really don't, because you'll always be able to find them. You know. And I know that somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, what about the ones on cassette?" Well, then don't fucking knock knock hindsight here. Don't fucking put them on cassette. Don't put them on a thing that can die easily. You know. Said Chris.
Right.
You kind of look like shit is dying.
Hold on. All right, you ready to see something epic be put into this frame, Chris?
Cool. You're gonna do a kickflip.
Can you see my screen still?
Yes.
Something epic is about to happen.
That's just it.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it's a cartridge.
Well,
Funny as shit is I do not own a physical copy of Sonic 3D Blast.
I should get a physical copy of 3D Blast. I want to play it on a Genesis for real. Are you holding up your favorite game of all time?
Yeah, sure. That's a weird way.
Say that again.
That's a weird way to spell Chrono Trigger.
Is that your? I know you said it's your favorite RPG. Is that your favorite game of all time?
Yeah, I feel like in generic sense.
I feel like it's like a hard question to answer. It's like same thing with favorite movie or favorite video game, favorite song. It's like I think some of it depends on your mood and some of it depends on. Not for everyone. I've met people who've been very confident about what their favorite movie is. But
Oh man.
But I mean, like for me,
Live a Lot and Chrono Trigger.
because I really, whenever someone asks me what my favorite game, I normally respond Oblivion, just because I don't like it's so dated too. It's kind of like a funny answer at this point, but it's like, God no, like I can't think of a game that's brought me that much enjoyment in life. I don't think that anything's ever come close to it. Like for real, I've spent so many hours playing it, and I'm so nostalgic for it that if I turn it on today, I will get like almost just as much into it as I used to. Like I love it that much.
I think the thing is, if I can say anything, the video game medium is what really is my favorite thing in general. But if I had to say an era that is my favorite era, it's the GameCube and PS2 era. That's kind of what got me on my path today. That's kind of what got me wanting to do video game journalism or even gaming in general, of building games, you know, or write. I've always wanted to be a game writer, in truth, you know, like I love film, but like there's something about being able to control and having people experience it, like actually experience it outside of like, and when I say this, I'm not saying anything that's wrong about film, because good film is like you being there, right?
I think that.
But
I think the GameCube era is probably like the coziest one for me. Like when I think back at like good memories of playing games, you know.
well, see, the GameCube era is the first time that I've ever critically thought about games, right? Because one, G4 was the thing for me, and two, there's moments of video games that frustrated me. I wanted to figure out why they frustrated me. So I sat there and broke down what works in the game, and that was fun for me. And that's where my show comes down to. Like, I don't do it as much as I'll do it later, especially with the GameCube era games, because I don't have the time to sit and question every fucking video game I play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To that degree, but like, mechanically, if something doesn't work, me and you talk about it all the time, and that's where it came from, of like, my friends are like, why isn't it working? Oh, well, it's because you had to be in this specific area, because the model itself works in this specific way. And that was the era that made me do it, because development wasn't perfect yet, right? Like, they were still working on it. Like, we were really close, but, you know, video games 100% work like they should have. And not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just you had to learn to work around it. And I love that era, because it, you know, Sonic Adventure is one of them, right? Like, you can play Sonic Adventure and have a broken experience with EX. Or you can be what I was and never had a broken experience with it, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'll say this, and this is like a little off topic, but it is about that era. Is that like it is definitely the one that I would associate as like the one of the most relaxed game and experiences for me, because it's like Oblivion was my favorite game, but when I think of other Xbox 360 games that I had and loved, it's really hard to think of any others. Fallout, I guess. I liked Fallout, but you know, that's Bethesda again, and I liked it because it was like Oblivion, but I liked it less than Oblivion. Trying to think if there was another game I liked. I didn't really like a lot of Xbox 360 games I had. I'm not saying there weren't any good ones. It wasn't playing a lot of it. But the when I go back to GameCube, oh my god, it was like Adventure 1 and 2, Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Melee, Animal Crossing and Melee especially. I have like as much time as I spent in the fucking Shower Garden Adventure 2, it does not compare to the amount of time I spent playing Melee and Animal Crossing. Like I was in those for so fucking long.
Melee is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Even some of my licensed games, like the SpongeBob movie game I played, nonstop Nicktoons Unite. Looking back at it, doesn't seem like a very good game back then. Fucking loved it. My brother was into war games. Even some of those I had like fun with. I played like Freedom Fighters with him and Medal of Honor. Probably wouldn't have enjoyed it without playing with him.
Fucking Honor, holy shit.
Is that a flashback for you?
Yeah, it's funny because like Medal of Honor was the Call of Duty of back then.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Before that, I don't know if this was like true for anyone else, but for me and my brother, before Medal of Honor, it was the fucking Green Soldiers on PlayStation 1.
Hell yeah. Army Men, yeah. Soldier's Heroes.
Probably.
Soldier's Heroes and Army Men were the Green Army Men games. Those are fucking...
Yeah.
They made a free one for the Switch. It's so fun. Oh. It's online though, but it's so fun.
Is it like the old ones?
Yeah, it's meant to be like them, you know?
I should see if I can like...
Get that with your brother. Play it with your brother.
I should just see if I can get him to play it for old time's sake, yeah.
I think, the thing that's really funny is, I think so, the reason why I defend Sonic Adventure is because I feel like everyone's like, Mario 64 was my mind-blowing video game moment, right? Sonic Adventure was mine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because my thought I was young to know anything about Sonic Adventure when it first came out, because I wasn't, I don't think I was there. Was I? What year was that? Anyways, but to see Sonic in 3D and then see Sonic Adventure 2 Battle later on, that was mind-blowing, because like 3D's cool, it was great, but I didn't care about Mario.
Kind of a perfect, like right when you said that, like I landed somewhere on my screen that's kind of perfect. It is the Generations version, but I think this right here is part of what was Adventure mind-blown about Adventure 1. Shit like the running down a giant like building, you know, like they had, and the camera angle switches a bunch of times during that part. Like they really did have a lot of ambition with that game. And like I said before, they redesigned every fucking character for it, but they redesigned them well. Like it wasn't like Boom where people freaked the fuck out. Granted, I think people are less prone to freaking out during the Dreamcast era than they are now.
I mean, and even if they did freak out, it was on a forum and no one read it.
Right. Right. Because I'm sure people complained about change back then too. But
when it comes to Sonic Adventure, and this is just spoiling what's coming out this summer, Sonic Adventure, as much as I love 64, Sonic Adventure was the shit. We all like to go and talk about how glitchy it was, but one, I don't agree. And two, it's not just Sonic. Like, the thing is, I feel like a lot of people granted that we had multiple characters when they didn't have to do that, right? They do have multiple characters. They are competently played. You can say that Amy isn't, but there are ways to make Amy better if you know what you're doing. Not saying you don't, but you know, it's just with Amy and Big, there are ways to just go through it faster. They're not bigger areas. They're quick.
I don't hate Amy. I just, in fact, like, in terms of her story mode, there's still things that I really love about it. Like, I think she has one of the better stories of that game. But I just wish they would have sped her up a little bit. And I agree, the hammer is great. I love that. It's so satisfying, doing the hammer jumps. I just wish they would have sped her up a little bit because it feels like there's a lot of resistance with her in comparison to Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. I get why she's not going to go as fast as Sonic, but maybe she could go as fast as Tails and Knuckles.
I kind of don't get it. I mean, I get why Sonic, but you know, my issue with it is that you do have. See, hear me out. Think that because you can do a very light hammer jump, if you know what I mean. Like you can do a very light one that is all just like a short jump that makes it almost unnoticeable, and her speed
and then
picks
there's
up
the
immediately
major
after.
one where you go so fucking
Yeah, the major. Yeah, and I think that the difference is that doing shorts makes, because after you do it, the moment she lands is the moment where she picks up her automatic speed. And now, with that being said, that's from years of me playing it, right? And this is why I wouldn't say this in the episode, or if I do say it, like, I can't invalidate you because it's from years of me and you playing it. If I just handed it to somebody and said, here you go, they'd be like, yeah, she's slow, because the game doesn't tell you, oh, if you do because I don't think it's intended. I don't think the hammer jump is intended for you to pick up her speed, because if it was, it would have been said somewhere in the instructions. It's not. So it's not an intended mechanic, so I can't expect people to know it. Therefore, it's not valid that I say that she's better, because in reality she's slow. If you play the game at its face value, she's slow, and that's just a fact, you know.
Right.
Because you're right.
Real quick, just let me finish this up because this is it. This is the final stretch right here.
Hell yeah.
So I'll play the end in here and start putting in the pictures.
Great.
Oh, wrong one.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I guess sometimes wishes do. Look at that. I guess sometimes wishes do come true.
Where's the clip?
Kind of. It's not really a sequel, but I legitimately, like, everything in this video up to this point was written before that announcement.
We'll play this from the start.
Would you look at that? I guess sometimes wishes do come true. Kind of. It's not really a sequel, but I legitimately, like, everything in this video up to this point was written before that announcement. I think I might be Jesus. I'm not saying that for sure, but I did this with Fang. I bitched about Fang a lot too, and then that came true, and now I'm doing it for Generations, and that came true. It's possible. It's not guaranteed, but it's possible I'm Jesus. Alright, what's next on the list? Brawl was the next playthrough, but I don't know if I really need to give that one a last call or not.
Hey, Spidey, aren't you?
Here comes Chris.
Aren't you forgetting something? Something?
No.
Hey, Spidey.
Oh yeah.
Or not.
Hey, Spidey. Aren't you forgetting something?
No.
Hey, last call on a certain game you skipped over a year ago?
Oh no. I wish 3D Blast didn't exist. I wish.
I'm here to stay. Hey, bitch. Get your Genesis set up. I almost fell. I'm fine.
I'm glad you're alright.
Shit.
Alright, let me play the end in its
Play
entirety
the
now.
whole episode.
Matter. Because Generations is a great game that always puts me in a better mood when I turn it on. And after some of the bullshit I've covered recently, I'm happy.
I wanted to show fucking Schoolhouse for that. I'm glad I remembered that. Or played that part. School. Type in the word school. Did you work? Why are you doing this to me? I'll just put in the thumbnail.
I can just move on to and after some of the bullshit I've covered recently, I'm happy I can and after some of the bullshit I've covered recently, I'm happy I can just move on to something genuinely great. Would you look at that? I guess sometimes wishes do come true, kind of. It's not really a sequel, but I legitimately, like, everything in this video to this point was written before that announcement. I think I might be Jesus. I'm not saying that for sure, but I did this with Fang. I bitched about Fang a lot too, and then that came true, and now I'm doing it for Generations, and that came true. It's possible. It's not guaranteed, but it's possible I'm Jesus. Alright, what's next on the list? Brawl was the next playthrough, but I don't know if I really need to give that one a last call or not.
Hey, Spiny, aren't you forgetting something?
No.
A last call on a certain game you skipped over a year ago?
Oh no. I wish 3D Blast didn't exist. I wish Chris didn't exist.
I'm here to stay, bitch. Get your Genesis set up.
Shit.
Alright.
You did it.
Hello?
That background for Spiny still looks like shit, but...
Hello, I would like to return my copy of...
You know what, I think we'll fix it, honestly. It's just getting rid of that line, which I can do in Premiere. Trying to make it look like a ground below it, but... It's not going to be great, but even if I don't know, it's just not going to look great regardless. Why didn't that work? I fucking created a color mat and it decided to not work. It just didn't show up. Did I click cancel by accident? It's a very lazy background, but I don't know. I don't feel like throwing a bunch of shit in Spiny that's not gonna look good anyway. Oh come, why? Why? It's not... Okay, the magnet turned off. That's why I didn't turn it off, though. Now I'm just gonna test once the open here real quick.
Hello, I would like to return my copy of Sonic Boom for a new one. You see this copy is broken.
Found it?
Sir, you come in here every week exchanging the same game. At this point, I'm just giving you the same copies over and over again.
That's okay. I'm all about second chances.
Please stop doing this, sir.
No.
Alright, cool.
Hey, Michael.
What's up?
Level with me. Sonic Steam and Sonic Adventure Steam and Sonic Adventure Battle are similar enough that I do not need to get gameplay footage for Sonic Adventure 2, for Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure on similar enough, right? Like, I do not need to get footage for both.
Yeah, I mean, if they're both the DX version, then yes, I think they're similar enough. I played it on Xbox, I played it on Steam, I played it on PlayStation 2. There are not notable differences. They're not like obvious to the eye differences. Maybe there's like minor stuff, but
Well, I mean, the stuff that's minor is like shit that I can get without having to replay all of Adventure. Because I don't want to play Adventure 3 times. I mean, there is... I mean... Adventure is buggy. Adventure DX is buggier than Steam. But I think I could just get away with saying that, right? Like, I can show it, but, like, I don't have to replay the whole game, right? Like, would anybody be mad if I didn't replay DX? Because I'm replaying Dreamcast and Steam. I'm already halfway through Steam.
oh yeah, Steam is DX.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
good?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
all I was gonna get was I was gonna show that, like, the DX versions has one big difference, and that is it has, like, the Game Gear games and shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the only difference, really. Because for some reason on the Steam version, unless I'm wrong, did they put it back?
It's DX everywhere.
No, I mean, a Game Gear, like, in Adventure...
No, it's on the Game Gear stuff is only on GameCube.
Okay, so I need to show that. But outside of that, I'm good. I don't have to. Okay.
Right.
I was about to replay it for a third time because I'm gonna be real with you. Dreamcast, it's not much different, but it's visually different enough that I feel like I should talk about it because there are some minor visual differences.
Mm.
But you know,
Yeah, I mean they're worth bringing up. But you can even like take. You can even borrow my footage if you want. The stuff footage in the Duck Brigade is from the Xbox port.
I have the Xbox port already done. I just need to do the Dreamcast port now.
Okay. Fucking. Fuck you.
I was just-
converter.
I was just dreading, having to play it.
What the fuck did you just do to me, you motherfucker?
I don't know. What did I do?
I clicked download and it took me back a page.
Why?
I don't know. That's a very good question. There we go. That's what I need.
What song was that?
That's "Cause You're My Hero."
Okay.
In relation, to, it's like I do like music foreshadow in this video. I keep playing the Generations version of it throughout the video because it's Generations music, and then it ends with the 3D Blast announcement, and then it ends on a 3D Blast song.
You Are My Hero sounds so close to Dream Nights that like it.
Send me the song you're talking about.
The Nights theme.
Yeah.
At least I think it does. Hold on, let me check. Shit.
Timing needs to be better on that.
Shit.
Uh,
Shit.
needs to be faded in that, I feel. Is there anything else I want to put in here?
It's not exactly the same, but I could see where my mind goes to it.
Yeah, send it to me.
At 52 seconds. Oh, I'm sending the wrong place.
Probably.
Boggle schmoggle. Did you make that up? Is that you that did that?
Boggle Schmoggle.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Did you make that cancer?
It's kind of like taken from Hank Hill a little bit with Boggle, but
Yeah.
I came up with the Schmoggle on my own.
52 minutes is what I'm thinking of. Not exactly.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna listen to it, but I'm gonna hit render on this first.
They are not similar in any truthful way. It's just, it makes me, the era of Sonic and this make too much sense that they overlapped. They're not like, they're not too similar, but there's some, my brain goes, oh, that's nice.
God damn it, it's fucking rendering it with the custom settings. Alright, this will go up today. I'm gonna test watch it once the render is done. So we can see it without any stuttering.
You're a stutter.
And I don't know how long that's gonna take to render. There is a lot of fucking footage in it. Ugh. You said 52 minutes on.
Yeah.
We're gonna listen to it on stream, and then after this I'm gonna make the thumbnail and end the stream. The thumbnail will take seconds to make, though. You mean 52 seconds?
Huh?
You mean 52 seconds?
Did I say that?
I thought you said 52 minutes. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, there's not 52 minutes in the song.
I thought maybe you sent the whole. I thought maybe you sent the full soundtrack or something.
No, absolutely not.
Right here, I'm gonna play. Piano somewhere for sure.
I think it's just the breakdown and the way that the lyrics roll.
It's definitely like, yeah, I mean, you can tell it's from that same era, too. Because this was only like a few years after 3D Blast, or it even was. It was 3D Blast 1996. Might have been.
I don't know.
I think it was. I think it was 1996. Yeah. So yeah, same year as that. Which is crazy to think about because Dreams is a way better 3D game. And it's the same company.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the same people involved. I mean, maybe not with that game specifically. I don't know how much involvement Mr. Naka had with 3D Blast. Let me look it up. He was not the director. He was not a producer. Okay, so it does not seem he had a lot to do with 3D Blast. Who sings the songs in 3D Blast? And I should look that up. Sonic, more so Sonic R. It's not the same singer. It's not even the same singer. It's the same team writing the music, but it's not the same thing. I think that the person who wrote "You're My Hero" also wrote. I might be completely fucking wrong. Do not. I'm gonna stop talking there. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's just they hit the same, like, I mean, here's the big deal, right?
PJ Davis is one who did the singing for Sonic R. Honest to God, not the looking at her. Did not picture that voice coming from her.
Like, You're My Hero is higher in pitch and tone than Knights. Knights is lower, but they hit like that same feeling because they have that same breakdown. You know what I mean? Like lyric and then breakdown and then lyric again. You know. So they hit that same, and to be fair here, music of that time sounded like that, but like, it's just, it's 90s Sega is what I'm trying to say.
Computer, let me delete this fucking file that you just downloaded to my computer without my consent. Alright, there we go.
I feel like, can I be bold from a person that loves Knights?
Sure.
I probably wouldn't love Knights if a 3D Sonic game came out on Saturn.
I think it's interesting. It's not super accessible.
No, no.
It's very weird. It's very weird, but you know, I kind of like that. I think that I feel like it kind of serves good as like a special stage in, you know, Robo Blast 2, where it as a full game might not seem like enough. You know, it feels like a really good arcade game too.
Yeah, Knights is, I think, Knights, I love Knights, but Knights is where it belongs, and that is referenced in Sonic every now and then. Because, like...
If Sega ever wanted to do something with Knights again, I think they should make it like an arcade game.
Can I make a bold statement?
Sure.
Once again about Knight? Underworld is the closest we'll ever get to being an accessible game.
Say that again.
Balan Wonderworld is the closest we'll ever get to Knights being an accessible game, right? You have to. I believe that Knights could be a good game, but you get a 3D platformer, you cannot do what you did initially. It works. It's fun, but like, it's just so it pulls into that like arcade bullshit of the time. It's so hard for me to recommend. You know what I mean? It's on of like if.
You are cutting out.
The video on it, it's on that cusp of it holding up only because it's what it is. Does that make sense?
You have to repeat the last few things you said because you cut out.
Okay, I'm getting sick of my internet. It only holds up because, like, if I had to do a video on Knights, it only holds up because what it is and how impressive it is on the Saturn. But, like, that's it. Like, it's so hard for me to recommend that game to people because it's hard to get your hands on. Not anymore, actually. It's only, like, a couple bucks on Xbox, but, you know, it's hard to play, you know? It's a good game, it really is. But it's just so... It's so hard for me to recommend. I think Balan Wonderworld is the closest we could have gotten, and I think Knights is a concept that needs to not be what it is, right? It needs to be something else. The concept of dreams and conquering your fear is an amazing concept. It's just, hell, even having Knights be a dubious character is an amazing idea, but make it more intentional. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I mean, like, for instance, we talked about this recently. I mentioned that Knights is a nightmare, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that. And it's like, yeah, the game doesn't convey that very well. And
I knew it was about dreams. I just didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that, like, the character of Knights was supposed to be, like, from a nightmare.
Yeah, he is a villain. He is canonically a villain. He was made by the villain, and it is his choice to be good or bad. And, that's really cool, but, like...
Yeah, that's neat.
But, like, the game doesn't utilize it, and it's not that it could. Do you know what I'm saying? Do my mad ramblings make sense?
No, I hear what you're saying, yeah.
So...
It's just, like... It feels like it's a game where its story and presentation is very important, but it's only interested in the presentation.
Yeah, and the presentation's strong too. I like it. It's
And
just
Yuji Naka kind of infamously doesn't like stories, though.
I mean, we didn't need that much story either. I just think that the gameplay could have been ironed out a little better.
You could have,
You
like,
know.
a little bit of an explanation of what's going on, even if it's just, like, a text at the beginning of the game. That's what... And here's a game I haven't played, but I know for a fact they explain the premise to you at the very beginning of the game, because I've seen a little bit of it, is Medieval. Because that game, it is kind of important to know what's going on with the main character. And, yeah, they solve it very quickly by, here's a text at the start. This is who this guy is. Enjoy.
Yeah.
I want to play Medieval. That game looks fun.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
I learned of him for the same way a lot of people learned about him, which is...
Smash All Stars.
Yeah. Smash All Stars. That's right. And now this is always the...
Do you...
I never do the thumbnails until the video is done, because it's kind of like the golden achievement moment. We did it.
It's the seal of Spiny. Do you have to play Medieval, or are you willing to... Like, are you going to do a playthrough of it?
I'd like to play it, but if someone else wanted to do the recording, I'm okay with just playing it on my own time.
Okay.
I do
The thing
need
that
to
sucks
do,
is
I do
if
need to
we-
do some more games off of recording, just so I can kind of like relax a little bit more. Not that it's
The
not
thing
relaxing
is-
to stream games, but there's like
Yeah.
there is
If
like a
we look
level of
close-
like. Go ahead, sorry.
If we looked closer, I'd be like, yeah, just come over, play Medieval.
Is it medieval or Isn't it medieval?
It's like medieval, but I call it medieval just so I could get that have to. It's like medieval or some shit, but you get what I'm saying. I have like a digital copy of it, and I think it's on Steam.
Well, the render.
The remaster.
Gotcha. The render here is not going to take long at all.
Hell yeah.
It's got 11 minutes left. Is it on Steam? You know, I need to check a few things on Steam real quick. I'm going to do that. It's going to run slow as hell. So we'll end the stream. I want to check if there's a... One thing I wanted to check, and I fucking doubt it. I fucking seriously doubt it. I mentioned Sly Cooper. I'm like, ooh, did they ever put that on Steam? I don't think they did. I want to check, though.
For you, I'm on Steam right now.
I'm opening up the store. It's running slow because I'm rendering, but I'll search it. Don't you worry. You do what you're doing. I need something.
I was looking up see if Medieval is on Steam, so I'll do that.
Yeah, check Medieval. Does not look like Sly Cooper is on Steam. That's not surprising to me. I don't think any of like the big PlayStation mascot games are on there.
Ratchet and Clank is now.
It is. The old one or the new one?
The new one.
Eh.
I don't know, check for me.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is the only one on Steam, yeah. I also got a game called Rat Chef that popped up. So let's see what that's about. It's only $1. What the fuck is this? This looks like shit. Rat Chef is a culinary. You mean culinary? Did you forget to put the C in culinary? Adventure where you play as a robotic rat and serve food.
Just try typing in Medieval, but
It does not look like Medieval is on Steam.
I am not paying you, even though the name Rat Chef is funny. I am not funding this.
I mean, we're on
It
Steam.
does not look like you tried at fucking all. You didn't spell culinary right. That's like an important word you misspelled too. It's a cooking game.
yeah.
Red Dead
Yeah,
Redemption
no, it-
2 is...
Doesn't look like Medieval. The remaster's on Steam.
That's too bad. Not the old one either.
No. Well, I mean, they're both. I think if I'm correct, they're Sony games.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're Sony games. So, you know.
I'm looking at my wish list to see if there's anything on sale. Battle for Bikini Bottom is 75% off, but
honest to God, I don't even know if I think I'm gonna take this off of my wish list. I don't really care to play that.
Battle for Bacana Bottom.
Battle for Bacan Bottom. The
I
Cosmic
need to-
Shake I might check out eventually.
I need to message Matt and get back on that episode.
I have the
I was
Clona
doing-
series on here.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to play Medieval or watch through it, I will play it.
Yeah, we'll see. I'd like to play it, but I'm also down with like watching it first. So we'll just-
Like I said, I wish we lived closer because I'd be like, oh hell yeah, just come over, play it because I have it. You know.
Bomb Rush I have on my wish list still.
Fucking.
I'll wait for a sale.
Fucking buy it.
It's 40
fucking
bucks.
buy
I'll
it.
wait for a sale.
It's worth it. Fucking buy it. Do I have to buy it for you?
No, I'll get it. Just let me wait for a sale. I get notifications. Like I get notifications on email whenever something's on my wish list is on sale. I just removed a few things from my wish list because I had like Dragon Quest 11 on there because I was planning on you making just so I could stream it, but it's like streaming on the Switch has been fine, so no need for that. I took SpongeBob off because I don't really want that. I have Cosmic Shake on there too. Since that one's actually new, I'm kind of curious, but I don't know if I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
I got Nights into Dreams on there still, which is pretty cheap. The Jet Set Radio is only $8. But you told me to do Bomb Rush first, so I'll take your word for it.
Do Bomb Rush first. Always do. Like, it's just, you can do Jet Set, it's just Bomb Rush is just a better game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a better game to get the concept. So what?
Jet Set might be better for in terms of covering Sega's history on the channel, but maybe not good as a first impression.
No, see, I think that to get to understand the concept of what Jet Set's doing, Bomb Rush is the way to go.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think so. Kind of in the sense that to get Jet Set Radio, you kind of need all those years to understand it. Where Bomb Rush, it's kind of okay, here's what it's going for. We understand because we played Jet Set for such a long time, or we're the ones who fucking made it. But
yeah, they're like, hey, hey, you want an actual competent version of what we started? Here you go.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here.
You're gonna get going. Okay.
Yeah. But later we'll do the What the fuck is that?
The movie night.
Yeah, we'll do our movie night later. Because we're doing what is it, Wedding Singer tonight? Which that'll be Matt hasn't seen that, so that'll be a fun watch. But I will we'll do that later, and that'll be fun. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, Chris. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Peace.
Yep.